What is going on, all you Pokemon collecting maniacs out there? This is Ryan, the PikiPikaPapa, and I gotta admit, this video is more for me than for you. Now, I don't mean that I don't hope you guys find value in this. I really hope you watch this. I hope you see the direction the channel is gonna head in 2023. I hope it excites you and I hope it encourages you to, be more engaged. And if you've been thinking about subscribing and you haven't yet, I hope this gives you an idea of where we're going. We would love to have you along for the ride. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. It really means a lot to me, and we're just to be excited to add you to the crew. But I believe if you wanna do anything big in life, if you wanna do anything hard in life, it's very, very important that you set goals and then that you do something about setting those goals. You don't just set the goals and forget about them. So you can tell a loved one, you can write it on a whiteboard, you can set alarms for reminders. Whatever that is, you have to do something to help hold yourself accountable, because any journey that is long and hard, which creating a YouTube channel definitely is, you're going to need some accountability along the way. And it's also nice to, on those days where you get tired of the grind, hey, I put a ton of work into this. It's not easy, it's fun, and I'm happy to do it. I really enjoy doing it. But it is a grind, so having something like this out there will be great for me personally to come back and reference. And again, I hope you guys watch this and get pumped up about it as well. So this is the 2023 channel goals for the PikiPikaPapa. And, I think we have a lot of opportunity out there. I think we got some great momentum going. I'm super thankful to all of you early subscribers. Hopefully we blow this thing up and have a lot of fun along the way. So without further ado, let's get into goal number one. And this should come as no surprise to anybody, but I started this channel with a desire to be different. So when my kid came to me and she said, "Daddy, I want to do with Pokemon cards what you do with football cards," everything changed for me that day, and I just became this sponge of I have to learn everything I can about the Pokemon space. And I read everything I could read, I watched every YouTuber I could do, and I did that for months and months and months and months and months on end before I even thought about creating a YouTube channel. And the reason I created this was because whether people were talking about vintage or modern or the hobby or the game, I always felt like I was hearing a lot of the same. And that's not saying that there aren't brilliant, wildly successful, super cool, awesome other Pokemon, I won't call ourselves influencers, but other Pokemon talking heads out there, because they're way better than me, period, end of discussion. But I did feel a little bit like I was in an echo chamber, everybody was talking about the same things, everybody was looking at it the same way, and that was one of the reasons why I thought, hey, I've been really successful in the sports card space doing it my way, let's see if I can bring that to the Pokemon space and kind of open some eyes or maybe approach things a different way and see how we work out. So far it's been really exciting, so far it's been a lot of fun. I think that there's a real there, and I'm excited about that. So I want to continue my path of being different. I never want to catch myself, reverting back to, maybe watching a video from somebody else and then kind of copying it. That's just not in my style. That's not how I do things. And that's certainly not how I want to build PikiPikaPapa. And I want to be different with a purpose, and that's going to lead me into the next goal, okay? And this one isn't quite as easy as being different. So I want to become a trusted source for Pokedata, and that is not something that can be accomplished over the course of a year. 2023 is simply going to be laying a foundation. It is going to take years for people to say, hey, PikiPikaPapa is the guy who I want to go to when I want to look at any kind of technical analysis, data analysis in the Pokemon space. My goal is to start establishing myself as that. I want to build a loyal fan base, and I'm excited that we're going to be able to back test some of this stuff in the future. I'm excited that I'm building that data warehouse that I shared with you on Sunday. I've got a new video on that coming out on Friday, and then a follow-up coming out on Saturday. So we're going to look at Sun and Moon, and then we're going to look at Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon put together, and we're going to look at some really cool buying opportunities, I think. So I'm excited for all of this, and I think that I can lay the foundation in 2023 to become a trusted source for Pokedata. That doesn't mean that I'm perfect, right? I'll be the first one to say I am going to make mistakes. We are going to see things in the data, and it's not always going to play out because we don't exist in a vacuum, right? There's going to be macroeconomic and socioeconomic things that might happen to derail some of the data directions that we're heading in. I'm going to misspell slides. I'm going to mispronounce Pokemon names. I'll pull wrong data at times. It happens. None of us are perfect. So I don't hold myself to the standard of being perfect. I understand that mistakes will happen. I hope that you guys can bear with me when they do. But my goal is to provide you with the very best, cleanest, easily digestible data that I can moving forward, because we want to be playing chess when everybody else is playing checkers, and we need data to do that. So, I want to be different, but I want to be different by establishing myself as the data guy in the Pokemon space. And I think we can do that. I truly, truly do, or else I wouldn't be sitting in front of you making this commitment today. So I'm really excited for that. All right, and the very next one is, hey, I want to learn more about the game. You know, I know a ton about collecting cardboard. I've been doing it for a long, long, long time. I know a ton about the Pokemon cardboard side of things, but I want to learn more about the lore. Like I know 1996 is when it came out in Japan. 1999 is when we launched the Pokemon cards in the US. Like I know Ash and Pikachu are about to sunset in the anime thing, but I really want to get deep down and understand more about the origins. If you ask me anything about a football player from 1940 to right now, I can tell you everything there is to know about them because I've been collecting for 20 years because that's the research that I do. Now, I'm starting that journey in the Pokemon space and I'm really excited to do it. And I think that we can learn a whole lot. And listen, I can't just crunch data every single video. If I do that, you're gonna get bored, I'm gonna get burnt out. So we have to do some fun things. We're gonna rip some wax, we're gonna talk about some fan theories. Like we will talk about a lot of other fun stuff once I get through this first initial data dive because we just have to. We gotta keep it light, we gotta keep it fun. And if I'm just known as this talking data head, you guys are gonna get really tired of me. So I'm excited to do some fun stuff. I wanna get my kids involved. So, you know, the lore and the origins and just the backstory of Pokemon is really, really important to me. And it'll be a fun journey for me to get into and learn as much as I can. So I'm really, really pumped for this commitment that I'm making. So, you know, we're gonna be different. We're gonna become the best at data and we're gonna learn a whole lot about these awesome little creatures and trainers out there. So I'm really, really pumped for that. And the very next one, and this is near and dear to my heart as a family, and this has been a part of our lives long before this Pokemon channel, is I want to find a way to give back. And I know a lot of influencers out there, they give booster boxes to subscribers who comment down below, which I think is really smart. I certainly want to find ways to give back to you all once we get this channel blown up. You know, but I also want to find a way to give back to the community. And that comes from, you know, my family's always been big, but you know, you've seen my daughter on a video. When she was 16 months old, she was diagnosed with stage 3 liver cancer. And we were told, hey, it's treatable, like no cancer is easy, but this is treatable. We have a plan and we're gonna start that plan. Well, it turned out it was not easily treatable and their plan was ineffective, unfortunately. But fortunately, you know, we talked to some of the best doctors in the US. We talked to doctors in Miami and Ohio, and Orlando is where we got our main treatment, and we were an hour away from there. Our final treatment came at Le Bonheurs in St. Jude's Hospital up in Memphis, Tennessee. So with that being said, we had a lot of people who helped us along the way. There was a local children's cancer charity that helped us. Alex's lemonade stand flew us all over the place. You know, we've logged over 300 nights at Ronald McDonald houses all over the place. Just think about that. That's almost a year worth of nights at Ronald McDonald houses where we didn't have to pay anything. They fed us, they sheltered us. Just an amazing organization. Personally, I've been giving back a ton of my time. I do speeches for Ronald McDonald House all over the place, Arnold Palmer, Winnie Palmer Hospital in Orlando. I always speak at fundraisers for them. I share my family's story and our journey. And so I give back a lot that way. I would love it if I could integrate PikiPikaPapa somehow. Like maybe we go to our local children's hospital and we give away packs of Pokemon cards. Like I can tell you this as somebody who has spent weeks and weeks on end in a children's hospital, like those 4 walls get really small. Anytime somebody shows up with anything fun, if it's I don't care, stuffed animal, snow cone, whatever, it's fun. So I would love to do that with Pokemon cards. You know, I would love to find a way to give back financially at some point, but giving back doesn't always mean giving money. Like I want to do that. I believe if you don't give a dime out of a dollar, you won't give 10,000 out of 100,000. So we certainly do some of that as well. But, you know, for anybody out there, if you want to find a way to give back and, you know, you're getting your own financial feet underneath you, then you can give back time, energy. I promise you, just somebody coming around with a smiling face is really, really important. So, all right, I want to find a way for the PikiPikaPapa channel to give back. I don't know what that is, but it's forefront of my mind all of 2023, and I'm hoping that when we get into Q3, Q4, we can do something really cool. I still got a lot of ties with the hospitals and the local charities, so we'll see if we can do something fun there, and I'm excited to bring you guys along for that ride. And then the final one, right, is look for opportunity. And I mean that both from a collecting and from a macro level. So I've been really hot and heavy. I've been buying a ton of Pokemon stuff, and it has been a ton of fun for me. You know, I have a huge sports card collection, so I feel like I'm well diversified in the sports card market, and I'm excited to be buying in the Pokemon space. I think the data is telling me some good things. I already am excited about a lot of the purchases that I've made, and it's only been like 8 months that I've been buying them. So I've only been sharing with you guys for less than that, but I've already been making some good purchases, and you know, long term we'll see, but I'm excited to do that. And then when I say look for opportunity, like I'm always looking for other opportunities at a bigger level, and that doesn't mean I want to go out and open a brick and mortar Pokemon and sports card shop, though maybe, who knows, but there's always opportunity out there. The Pokemon market is brand new. I know we talk about vintage and modern. You hear me say vintage is a dirty word here, but I still feel like the whole Pokemon space is super new. I know TCG Player was just sold to eBay, which I think I think sucks. Personally, eBay doesn't care about you and me. Like, they just bought TCG Player because they want to corner the sports card and trading card market from a sales perspective. Like, they just want to get more fees. I don't think that they really have our best interest at heart. I use eBay all the time, so it's just a monopoly. You have no choice. You have to. And now they'll have TCG Player too. I'm not saying that I can build something to compete with TCG Player, but we certainly could look at some opportunities in that space. I'm very entrepreneurial just by nature. Me and my wife own a healthy vending machine business, and that came because I travel all the time, right? I'm in a hotel right now, and every time I looked at a vending machine, it was filled with crud. So we started a healthy vending machine business, and we operate that. It's really cool and really fun. We have a franchise consulting business that my wife mainly runs. I support her. I've been in the franchising side of things forever, and she spent some time in the franchising space too, so we love that. Both of those are about helping people, right? Helping people eat healthier. I'm a big Spartan racer, and helping people find make their dreams come true in the franchising space, owning their own business. So we're big into that as well. I've also had a lot of misses, right? Like I'm quick to make an investment and try and hit something big. A great example of that is 6 years ago, there was this big hurricane barreling down on Florida, and I couldn't find a generator. I couldn't buy one, couldn't rent one. So after that, I said to my buddy, I said, hey, why don't we just start a generator rental business? Like, there's a need and there's none around here. So we did it. The hurricane was over. We bought a pallet of generators, started an LLC, got our general liability insurance, and we opened the business. Well, guess what? For 3 years, there were no hurricanes. So we just sat on these generators. Finally, at the end of 3 years, we're like, all right, we'll disband the LLC. We're going to stop paying the insurance that we're not using, and we'll sell the generators, which we did. And then guess what happened this year? Has anybody been paying attention? 2 major hurricanes crushed Florida this year. It was a miss. If we held on for 1 more year, we would have been able to recoup all of our initial investment, and we would have been playing with house money. But we didn't. Again, I'm not perfect. I make bad decisions, but I'm never afraid to take a risk. I'm never afraid to take a chance. I'm always looking for opportunity out there. And if I see something in the Pokemon space, I'll get after it. That's not a 2023 goal, not a 2024 goal, not a 2025 goal. That's something that's always going to be at the forefront of my mind. So, yeah, guys, that's it. I mean, keep the goals simple. I like to keep them around 4, 5, 6, nothing more than that whenever I'm doing anything personally or professionally. So these are the goals for this channel in 2023. I'm extremely excited to have you guys along. I hope you can tell in my videos and in my comments how much it means to me to have you all along for this journey. This is, for me, it's a very personal interaction with you guys. This is something that means a lot to me, and I've been very humbled, and I'm extremely thankful to have you guys out there spending time with me, a couple times a week. So anything you need, drop it in the comments down below. I'm always here for you all. I hope you guys have an epic day, and we'll be talking again soon. Thanks, everybody.